24 years that we have been in this industry, we're going to run through things that we see regularly and we think, oh my God, I wish they had known. If only they knew this and came sooner. So I'm going to lead difficulties getting up and laying down. And you'll see this, they just put effort into it. Instead of it being a boing, they start having to push themselves up. They pull their back legs up. So they use their whole front quarters, they pull themselves into a stand. What's one that you can think of?
I always think it's that not being that fussed to do stairs or hills. I think one thing you have with a dog over a cat is that you really monitor their exercise, whereas with cats, you don't know if they're in 10 gardens or 1. So if you're out and then it's, oh, we won't do this walk because we didn't like the hill last time. Okay, as a one-off, that's okay. But if that's a repeated thing, or if the stairs at home and actually, you know, you normally go up to bed at night and the dog comes with you and they're kind of coming in, you know, normally they're up there first and in the bed and under the window before you're, you know, finished food. But if they are then laying that, it's not necessarily being polite and going, come with me. It's, you know what, the stairs are a bit too much. I'd
like a hesitancy, isn't it? And you see it with dogs that used to be able to get into the back of the car like that. It was like magic. They would just get there. And then you see them checking themselves, maybe kind of, am I going to make it? Can I get that high? Another one that I always like people to think about is it's just simply lagging behind on a walk. So they seem to have got tired or distracted. They just don't have that zest on the walk. They don't stay with you. They're lagging behind. So you mobile phone users, just every now and then put it away and have a look around and just see where the dog is at. I'm terrible. If you ever spot me, don't criticize. I'm always doing your blinking emails or Facebook. I'm terrible. Lovely Luna is so patient with me. But put your mobile phone away and have a look. Talk about a few more.
And we often think that if it's back legs, it will only be going up things that's a problem. But one of the things that happens, so our dogs don't weight bear equally on all 4 paws. They usually weight bear a bit more towards the front and the back legs are a bit more for bounce. So actually what often happens with pain, particularly if it's around the hips, is that then the weight bear more on the front. So then going downstairs and going down hills actually becomes an issue because then they're so front bearing that any change in incline becomes an issue. So then sometimes people say, oh, I think it's his shoulder because he stumbled. And actually, when you look at it, the shoulders are okay. But it's the fact that the muscles are tensing and they're now weight bearing so much on the front that any extra pressure is really adding to it. So we would think that with hips, it's always hind leg, then it's not, it will show in another way.
And that's true. Where I'm working now, I would say a good percentage, like a significant percentage of dogs coming in with forelimb lameness, the owners are not aware that there's been quite a big problem in the back end for a long time. One that I missed a lot as a youngster was tail carriage. Oh yeah. So people, I can remember on about 3 occasions, people have come to me and said, just doesn't use his tail as much. And I was like, well, it's just getting old. And now that I am learning much more about the musculoskeletal system and how everything overlaps and affects each other, then you are going to have pelvic lower back problems that will influence tail use. And you might find that these dogs don't hold their tail up as much as they used to, don't wag as hard, the tail drops down quite quickly. Big indicator. Come on, let's keep going, we can do this.
Or often all that then the whole back end moves and it's being being extra excited, and it's not that, it's just because it's easier to move from your knees than it is from your hips, or it's easier to move your back legs as a whole as one unit than it is to just do that tail kind of from the pelvic area.